Hey everyone, Chris here from Round Table Co-op, having a look at Tempest Citadel for the very first time. This game came out in 2018, but I'm just getting around to it now in 2023. The game looks pretty cool. Developed by Artform Games, and Tempest Citadel is a base building simulation set on a storm-ruled planet with a vivid sci-fi story. Build a mighty citadel in the clouds for your crew of explorers, and conquer the deadly planet below in automated squad battles. So let's fire up a new game. Let's go on easy. Tempest Citadel is a team manager game that puts you in command of a company of explorers marooned on a planet. Let's have a look. Planet Indra. Okay. This short tutorial will show you the basics. Use the help buttons and toolsets for more detail. Your current tutorial task is shown in the top left. There is no tutorial task shown. You are free to play on your own. Sometimes you'll need to advance time to reach the next event in the campaign or allow your workers to complete projects. Right. Click to read. Awaken, Captain. The time has come. We have travelled farther from our home world than we would have dreamed. Everywhere I direct my optics and sensors, I can find none of the constellations or galaxies we saw in the skies above Terra. The stars are older here, the darkness of space is still pure, and the planet we were commissioned to colonise is nowhere in sight. In its place, the ship has taken us to a world whose like we have never seen. We entered orbit only minutes ago. After conducting repeated diagnostic tests on our navigation and propulsion systems, my findings are conclusive. This is no mistake. Everything that they told us about this year-long voyage was simply a lie. This planet is and always was our destination, and now something has taken control and is drawing us into the atmosphere. From here on, I am no longer permitted to make executive decisions. This is why I have invited you early. You are the one who decides. I must ensure that any lingering effects of cryostasis have not impaired your consciousness, your reasoning, or your memories before I can relinquish control. So I must ask this of you before our true mission can begin. Tell me who you are. I'm Captain of the Cedar, or I'm a castaway. Let's go, Captain. Thank you, Captain. I am Aya with call sign Sparks, the Senior Systems Officer and AI of this ship. As my programming directs, I am at this moment reviving the other 5 senior officers and informing them of our situation. The rest of the crew will remain in cryostasis until you direct otherwise. We will enter the planet's atmosphere in 30 minutes. Okay, our true mission. There is something else, Captain. It seems that hearing your voice has unlocked a set of encrypted files on my mainframe. As they are addressed to you as eyes only you will be able to access them. If they are from the Authority, they may detail our true mission parameters. Extract the true mission from the Vault. The Vault. Specific items of importance to your mission are stored in the Vault. These include items of significance to the mission, such as briefing documents, as well as historical or cultural data you may find on the planet. Selecting an item in the Fragments list will highlight it in the collection. A summary of the item is found at the bottom, and the full report is located to the right. So open the true mission data, and we'll scroll the report. Close that when ready. I understand our present circumstances may be overwhelming, as I did. You will feel outraged, you will feel betrayed, you will feel abandoned to a fate of silent death for the greed of dark-hearted men. However, I would ask you this. What is there to do but move forward and survive? Come, from the deck we can all see the new world. Indra Cloudscape. That was always going to happen. Combat. It is time for your first combat mission. You must wake some crew from cryosleep and assign them to a squad to defend the ship. Yeah. Captain, I realise you may still have many questions. This is not the time. The damage to our ship has rendered us unable to fly and we are in danger. My sensors show multiple life forms of considerable size and number closing in on our location. likely drawn by the commotion of the crash. Their movements suggest feral wildlife. I do not need to say what the harshness of the environment would suggest of their disposition. My scans show that the damage is serious. The repairs will take time. Fortunately, our cryo systems remain fully functional. We can immediately revive a small crew for the operation. We must act quickly, Captain. We will need soldiers to defend the ship against the herd while our engineers mend the ship. You will have to choose the composition of the team carefully. Which of our crew should we revive first? Revive team from cryo. Cryo panel. Your crew has been in deep cryo sleep for their journey. Part of your crew has been brought into a lighter cryo suspension ready to be woken up. These crew members are listed on the left of this panel. Right click on a crew member to wake them ready for work. Okay, so let's wake up Lenny, Splinter, Nosedive, and Cooler. And Roman. Okay, how many we got? 6. Alright, so we've got Lenny, Splinter, Nosedive, Cooler, Roman, and Snow. Okay, open the squad. Your landing craft has limited capacity for squad members and auxiliary combatants. More advanced designs can expand this capacity. So we got boom, 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 boom. Ah, so we got some soldiers and some scavengers. Deploy. Start battle. Terran versus the creatures. Oh, we're only 100 and they're 138. Do not go gentle. Combat in Tempest Citadel is about creating the best squad for each mission. Controlling your troops during battles is optional. Unlike an RTS, your troops can fight the entire battles automatically. Their tactics are based on their equipment and abilities you assign them. Drag the right mouse button to orbit the battle. Oh wow. Okay, and then zoom in. WSID to move. Alright, let's resume. Get them. Oh, there's some behind too, wow. Alright, one down. 2 down. Oh jeepers, there's some more coming. No, I lost someone. Funk. Damn. Success. Our soldiers have defeated the alien creatures and protected the ship. A new wave of hostiles has been detected, Captain. Not creatures, humanoids with advanced equipment. They are launching a barrage of some kind of sleep gas. Our engineers don't stand a chance. Oh no. Oh dear. We're dead. Jeepers. Senior Production Officer Malcolm Hallcraft, call sign Hammer, reporting in, Captain. Might remember me as the old guy who put you under the table at a drinking contest. Night before we left Terra. Yeah, then again, maybe you wouldn't. Operation was a success. Our soldiers drove the herd away long enough for my guys to fix the ship. We'll be airballing again in a few. It ain't all candy and sweets though. The group who attacked us didn't kill any of my engineers, but they did make off with a piece of our terraform engine. Lone Fork's tracking them down. Don't worry, she'll find the bastards. Those animals out there, they were something else too, huh? Makes our lions back home look like kittens, and something tells me the welcoming party was just the lightweights in the family. We're gonna need to keep our soldiers out of cryostasis, just my suggestion. My team's got enough to keep the ship together, but you'll also need to start bringing up other folks soon. Medics, researchers, it takes a village boss, and you're the chief. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, Beasts of Sunrise. Senior Scavenging Officer Bonehawk, at your service, Captain. Because life is never without irony. When you see a drink in my hand, call me Brenda. I have the locations of the tribesmen who stole our terraforming tribe. The fact that they managed to travel as far as they did in this kind of hostile terrain tells me they aren't simply resilient. They know this land and they know it well. Right now, they're still on the move. They haven't made it back to their home base. It seems like, but that's likely to change. If we don't act now, we may lose the terraform drive for good, and our mission will be lost. You can leave the scouting to me and the ship's scanners. We'll only need combatants for the dispatch team, and you'll have to move fast. Who should we send? Okay, you can view the whole planet from this panel. This world is largely a wilderness shrouded in storms, but when you detect sites of interest, they will be marked on the map. The shaded area shows the range of your landing craft through the storms. As captain, you decide which missions to undertake from the world map. Send your squad to investigate the site. You can change the squad's tactical style and attack to favour different formation and weapons. Okay, so click. Launching the lander triggers fast time to give your ship time to travel. Current date and time controls are at the top centre of the screen. Time is a valuable and limited resource in Tempest Citadel. If you waste too much time and don't grow powerful, your opponents will crush you. In between missions, it is your decision to spend time on projects at base or advance time to get on with the campaign. Okay, I think we start the battle. Okay, the Beasts of Sunrise. You can split your squad into separate groups with different tactics and movement orders. Drag a character portrait to move the character to a different fire team. Click on the icons in the fire team's title bar to select different tactics and formations. Okay, choose a style. Let's go aggression and balanced. Strong. The formation, let's go the wedge.
Where to?
Okay, resume. Nice. Our squad has destroyed all resistance at Laboratory M6. Show the battle report. You will usually be given the choice of viewing a battle report after a battle. This ranks the strongest units on each side and lets you know if anyone has been crippled or fatally wounded. If you have medic points, you can spend them to heal your troops. Okay. The Beasts of Sunrise. Duster reporting in, Captain. I know my age might not show it, but I'm the senior combat officer on board. The pursuit mission was only a partial success. We routed the enemy and took back the Terraform drive, but we realised too late that the drive's core was removed. That one tribesman who got away must have taken it. We know which direction they went, but there's been a rise in electromagnetic activity in the area. It'll take some time before we can pinpoint a location. In the meantime, Patch took some samples from the enemy's bodies to study their physiology. He said he'd have his findings ready soon. I also spoke with a soldier who was in the fight. Apparently these beastmen have a war cry. Volgar. I keep wanting to call them alien, but that's not right, is it? We're the invaders here. Okay, life has been living. Captain, I need to speak with you. It's about the crew. Besides the 6 of us, 7 with Officer Sparks and the crew members you have revived, the rest of the crew currently remain in cryo sleep to extend the longevity of our food stores. Yet, whether awake or asleep, as it is, 100 living Terrans are supposed to be on board. Only something has gone wrong, Captain. 20 men and women have died in cryostasis. The cryo tubes have slowed decomposition almost to nothing, but I've confirmed it. They died right at the start of our voyage, all at the same time. Right now, only you and I know of this. Clearly such a death toll could have a disastrous impact on our crew if we let it be known. Panic could be the best case scenario. As such, I have already isolated the cryo tubes containing the deceased into one of the 5 halls of the cryogenics deck. Discreetly, of course. As I see it, we have 2 options. Our first is to simply leave them there. If we are to believe the wonders hidden in the world below, we may find a way to reverse what's happened to them. In the meantime, they will continue to use up energy. The other option is more practical. Rather than hold out some fantasy miracle, we can liquefy the bodies for resources to sustain the ship. Doing so would reduce energy use and increase the number of Terrans we can revive. Do not mean to sound cruel, Captain. I could say that they're using their deaths to help mission honours their sacrifice, but the truth is, dead is dead. Not sooner undone. What say you? It's harsh, but liquefy the bodies. I understand. I will not speak of this again unless it is needed. No one will know but us. I will leave the why of this tragedy unspoken. The fact alone that the 20 people who now lie dead were distributed in all 5 rooms of the cryostasis deck, not to mention spread proportionately across all functional disciplines, leaves little to be imagined. They were chosen. The pertinent question is, by whom? That is all for now, Captain. Oh, but before I get to formally introduce myself, my name is Squang Min, call sign Patch. As our superiors are cleverly thought to imply, I am the Senior Medical Officer at your service. I apologise that I could not meet you before our voyage. Had I known I was the last of the crew to be collected, I would not have let myself be detained elsewhere. I had doubts as to who could bear the burden that comes with a mission like ours. After meeting you today, I can see that my doubts were unfounded. Welcome aboard, Captain. Status. View the status of your active crew, monitor food and quarters impact on morale, manage your workforces, change jobs and view traits in this panel. Okay, so there's nothing standing out at me to do, like food or anything. We've got no medical. Eep. Okay, thief hunt. We intercepted a radio transmission not long ago, originating from the area in which we've been searching for these members of the so-called Volgar. If the ones who stole our drive core have been struggling to find their way back on foot, it's likely they may be headed there now. We should send a team to follow the transmission source. If we hurry, we might be able to take back the drive core before it's moved deeper into the Volcari territory. Whoever you send, they'd better expect to go hard. Okay, so we're going to go here. Ground combat. Thief hunt. Alright, well that looks pretty good to me, that team. Commence. Same orders as last time. Let's see what happens.
Engaging.
Nice. Our squad has destroyed all resistance at military base N5. The site is now open to exploration and scavenging. So we were unscathed. Explore underground bunkers for resources. Order your squad to explore and scavenge room by room. Anything you find is carried up to your ship. Grab as much as you can before the storm comes in. Your base depends on resources for new development, facilities and equipment. Several sites on the surface conceal underground bunkers full of valuable loot. Salvage as much as you can before the storms come in. Okay, explore the room. Let's go this way. Search room. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, turn to base. That's pretty cool. We secured the outpost from the Volgari, but we couldn't capture those that fled. If the drive core was ever there, it isn't anymore. The good news is the outpost is ours now, and I've had my people take a look around. Their findings are several. 1. That fight would have been a lot harder if we had arrived a week later than we did. The place was mostly still dormant, and we found evidence to suggest that the Volgar had only revived. The facilities at the outpost are largely intact, despite having been long abandoned. I've ordered a team to begin preparing the base for use. The workshops and research facilities are highly advanced, so I'll take time to properly understand how it all works. 3. The technology at the outpost bears a striking resemblance to that which powers our ship. This is expected. The ancients who sent the interstellar gift to Terra those years ago were presumed to be masters of their planet, this planet. We can be sure that they are the ones who originally constructed this outpost. Lastly, following from this, we can rule out the Volgar as being the ancient race who brought us here. Their tech is entirely different. Could they be the great evil we were warned about in the message of the gift? Whoever they are, they're outsiders to this world, just like us. Okay, where art thou? I heard something strange before, Captain. It was after our emergency landing on this planet. My sensors detected a wave frequency which resembled a distress signal. However, the behaviour of the wave was peculiar. Any repeated signal generated by a machine is expected to vary within a small range due to interference. We can predict these variations even in this planet's unusual atmosphere and terrain. Finding patterns is how we isolate signals. This wave differed. Its variations were so chaotic that my human interface had to help intuit it. It was the difference between the even rhythm of a heartbeat and the erratic maelstrom of a brainwave. Captain, I hear it again now. The signal has returned. I feel curious. Do you feel this too? Let's go. Oh, ground combat. Okay. Let's go. Oh wow, that's huge.
Engaging.
Our squad has destroyed all resistance at Temple 6. N6. Ooh. Med stat wounded. How do I do that? Can't do anything. Okay, so their unit will heal over time at the base. Okay. There is an ancient structure buried in the desert here. Our ship's comms array has lit up and is resonating within the core of the buried device. Whoever sent the interstellar gift led us to this find this place and gave us the key to awaken it. Oh, Captain, you'll want to see this. What? Huh. Wow. Beauty. My creators spent much time and effort attempting to endow my cybernetic self with my human self's understanding of this concept. The process spanned all trimesters of my development. In the end, they settled for a rough approximation of the idea, which lacked one vital piece. Captain, I discovered that piece today. We could not confirm the source of the unusual distress signal, however the site proved to be far more fruitful in its yield. An ancient citadel buried beneath the sands. When the exploratory team triggered its activation mechanism, I could feel the awakening. It compelled me to move to the outer deck and watch it rise. That was the moment. Though I do not breathe anymore, Captain, it recalled in me the memory of having my breath taken away. We have claimed the citadel for ourselves. It now looms above the clouds, although many of its buildings remain dormant or broken. We may, in time, find the means to bring it all back to life, just as once was done to me. Using this citadel as a base, you can get your research and engineering teams up and running. As this planet appears hostile, you should develop a stronger weapon than pistols. Research and build the rifle. For best results, build 6 to equip the whole squad. Okay, research panel. Research panel projects are grouped into topics called research spheres. New projects begin automatically as soon as they are available. It is up to you to direct research, which branches to explore and which to halt. Your choices will have a huge impact on the abilities of your base and crew over time. Sometimes you will need to construct a new module or advance the campaign to continue research in a sphere. So we're going to research rifle, we're going to advance time. Get that. Get hydroponics. Before you can equip your squad with equipment, you must build it here. Construct new weapons and equipment from your scavenged resources. So we want 6 of those. We can recycle stuff. Recycle old equipment to claim resources. So pistol. What do we do? Do we just... Oh, I see. Improve the squad. You can build modules to extend the citadel and provide places for your crew to work. If we are going to wake more crew from cry, we'll need food and housing modules. Construct a module to supply food. Okay. Research panel. Advanced time to do hydroponics. Open the ring panel. The core of the citadel is protected by a large dome. It houses the remains of the ancient city as well as modules deployed from your interstellar craft. You can restore the citadel by building modules in the core. Slots here are special purpose and will only accept the matching module. It's Expand your citadel by constructing new modules around the citadel's ring. Power and transport flows around the ring, connecting your modules together. Ring modules are based on new designs by your research team, and you can place them where you like on the ring. Okay, advanced time. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got stars here. What can we do here? Equipment. Here you can view or modify your combat unit's equipment. Left click on auto to toggle. For manual, right click on that. So Lenny, how do I rifle. Brilliant. Auto equipped, great. Scavenger, slow. Brilliant. Okay, archive. You can find detailed stats and descriptions of all known research items on the archive panel. Click a topic on the archives list to the left and it will display information on the right. So pistol. What's this? Engineering bay. Right. Oh, I see. Right, Gen-X module. This is a clinic. Our quarters. Turbojet. Okay, what's this? Is this a new event? Loadouts. To defeat a wide variety of enemies, you will need to design your squad to prey on their weaknesses and protect against their strengths. The loadouts panel lets you save entire squads to suit different situations. Then you can restore your loadout for later use. Oh, cool. Alright, so the next event is soon. So if I just fast forward time. The beasts bite back. Good day, Captain. My apologies for not reporting it sooner, but my work began as soon as I was awoken from cryostasis. And there's scarcely an end in sight. My call sign is Athena, and I'm the Senior Research Officer of this Terran company. In now having a base of operations near the surface, studying this world has become much less taxing. Thus, I dispatched a team to survey the area around our new ground settlement soon after we took control. When a member of my team was out scouting, they witnessed something more than a little worrying, and I have asked Duster's scouts to confirm. The reports are true. A sizable Volgari detachment is readying to attack the base. We managed to assess their stores. It appears they've only bought a minimum of supplies, which means they're planning a quick and brutal strike. We need to organise a defensive team now. Like wild animals, the Volga mean to reclaim their territory and they're out of blood. Okay, let's go here. Empty squad. Squad. Okay. Launch. Okay, so we've got those dudes. Let's do it. Oh, geez, there's a lot.
Engaging.
Our squad has destroyed all resistance at Laboratory N5, so we're unscathed. Brilliant. That siege took a heavier toll on our forces than I would have thought. These enemies, they didn't behave like they did before. They didn't retreat, even when it was clear they were going to lose. They're more savage now, and vengeful. I had my men look through the remains of the Volgari encampment. The little supplies they had, they were locally procured. Some so fresh they were still wriggling. Wherever their heartland is, it has to be far enough that a supply line would have been untenable, but not so far that they let it stop them. Since our first encounter with the Volgar, we've suspected that they operate under a different code, but it looks like they've come unhinged. They're a reckless bunch with terrifying strength, and it makes them dangerously unpredictable. I used to watch bullfights with my father as a kid, until one match that ended like no other. That day he said to me, "Some bulls you shouldn't just dance with." I'm going to accelerate time here. Nesting. I have been investigating the technology harboured in the Citadel. To cover the most ground, I split up our small pool of researchers and instructed them to also keep an eye out for the component we need to return home to Terra. The results have been less than ideal. It seems we won't find a hyperspace catalyst so easily. Now the team is requesting what they consider more reasonable working conditions, which consist of longer breaks and more supplies during this exploratory phase. They were so desperate that after I denied them, they threatened to bring the matter to you directly. They failed to realise these are extraordinary circumstances. I had already ensured that everyone on the team received adequate rest and sustenance. I see no reason to appease their laziness by taxing our limited resources further, nor justification for the delay in our settlement of the planet. However, I gave my word I would bring the matter to you myself. I will not allow them to make a liar out of me. What are your orders, Captain? So temporarily allow more time and supplies to research team, deny the team's request and order them, give them more time. Okay. Next event is soon, so in the archive, we got all these things. Okay. Rifle. Engineering base getting there. The vault. Interstellar gift. Pulse mission. Hyperspace catalyst. Okay. Next event soon. Let's carry on. Okay, as expected, my team's findings have slowed to a trickle, and at the cost of more resources than any other. Rest assured, however, that we will discover everything there is to discover about this ancient citadel someday. If your decision was meant to improve spirits in the crew, Captain, you have succeeded. You can bask in their smiles and thank yous. If you would excuse me, I have work to do. We have also uncovered what appears to be a mystical artifact from the ancient civilization. Its inner workings go beyond our current understanding, but preliminary tests have demonstrated the artifact's ability to detect individual storm bodies along with, among other readings, their magnitude and trajectory. It is clear to me, given how meticulously it was built and how far more advanced it is to everything else we have found in the Citadel, that the artifact was important to the ancients. But why? Okay. So our crew is going well. Oh, they're in cryo actually, Laney. Okay, Captain, I hear it again. The wave frequency has a different point of origin now. However, I can confirm that it is the same signal which led us to the Citadel. Initial scans of the area show moderate levels of wildlife activity. Investigating the site will require a team of combatants to first clear the area before researchers can safely deploy. Please advise, Captain, if we do not act quickly, the signal may vanish before we arrive. We must not lose it again. Let's select the team. Let's go here. Engage. And go. Oh, they're tough. Oh, we are tougher. No. Our squad has destroyed all resistance at Factory M5. This site is now open to exploration, and that's a Cooler and Splinter got hurt. Okay. Alright, let's go down before the storm comes. Boom. Alright, return to base. We were too late. The signal has ceased before our team reached their destination. In place of answers, however, we discovered the ruins of an ancient factory. It appears to have been used in the manufacture of airships before it was abandoned. None were left for us to salvage. No sign of a hyperspace catalyst either. Our boon came from elsewhere. Among our finds were some blueprints and a collection of spare parts in near perfect condition. Emma and Athena have surmised from this haul that we may be able to upgrade our ship's engines. The upgrade will take some time to develop and fully integrate. In its place, we will acquire the ability to travel to sites previously out of reach in order to procure more resources, claim more territory and discover more of the ancients' technology. I have been assured that the changes we have to make to our lander's infrastructure will not affect its interstellar capabilities. Should we obtain a hyperspace catalyst in the near future, we will still be able to return to Terra. Ship upgrades. We can upgrade your landing ship to expand the range of operations on the planet's surface. The storms in some areas are too vicious to traverse and must be navigated around until you can build a stronger ship. Build a better engine to expand your range. So So we've got research panel. Is it the engineering bay? So advanced time to research. We got this. Where's the turbojet? Here we go. Okay. Let's keep going. The turbojet's done. Wheat. Open the ship panel. Ship. The interstellar craft that brought you to this planet was designed to redeploy as a combination of these base modules and a much smaller landing craft with tactical missions. So we're going to right click to upgrade and then advance time for the turbojet. Okay. Open the map panel. Oh, sweet. Oh, nice. Okay, new cryo cluster online. The Citadel has brought a small group of personnel out of deep cryostasis. You can now wake them up to join your crew or leave them in light cryo sleep until you are ready for them. Quick update, extra resources. Athena tells me you have a new module design on the table, and I'm sure there will be more to come. If you are going to build everything, we will need more resources. Find me some new mission sites and we'll soon scavenge the materials for this build. I'm sure if enough time passes we will detect some suitable sites. Or, if needs must, I can dismantle our existing tech and recycle some resources, but I don't think that will be enough this time. Okay, what's this here? Oh, that's our people. Right. What is it? Construct an engineering bay to access the new research. How do you do that? Engineering bay. You construct ship. Build engineering bay. What do we do? There we go. Okay, let's get that going. Gold struck. Heads up. We expanded our scope scouting for Volgari bases since we upgraded our ships. Caught something big, an ancient site turned enemy settlement. This ain't like the last time. Volga have the whole place up and running. Strange readings coming out of there too, powerful readings. They're working on something stronger than anything they've thrown at us, and it's not giving me a good feeling. Haven't seen any tests run out of the settlement, but I say we hit them before they're ready. Name your team, boss. Okay, let's go. Engage. Oh, geez, 200. Okay. Let's go. Engaging. Nice. Oh, blueprint. Very good. Crew experience. Your crew members gain individual experience as they work and complete missions. Over time, this experience will improve their health and skills as they rise through the levels. They also gain perks as they level up that allow special bonuses to boost their performance. Award your first perk now. The perks panel, perks here. As your crew gains experience, when a perk becomes available, you will see an empty slot on the perks panel and a list of available perks on the right. Hover over the perk list to see which perk each perk does. So we've got Lenny, and then right click that, Splinter. Or is everyone just going to get it? Okay. Oh, Roman. Work. Survival training? Yeah. So is that all of them that have got something? Okay, so it was only 2, Roman and Lenny. Righto. Goldstruck. That was disappointing. I have allocated considerable time to studying the weather patterns on this planet, and although much of the storm's movements can be predicted, the sudden storm shift we saw in this battle was just one of many instances in which they defied understanding. The cloud that ended the battle was set to travel along a path nowhere near the Volgari settlement, yet now it's claimed the site and the ancient artifact along with it. Casualties on either side could have been much worse. However, I trust I do not need to stress how valuable that artifact would be in our hands. At the least, it is no longer in those of the Volga. Okay, Dark Ruler. We have an emergency. Someone's attacking the abandoned factory we recently took. We don't know which faction it is, but they're hitting it hard. Captain, something isn't right with this. The soldier who radioed in, he and every other Terran soldier with us are battle-hardened veterans, trained to face any threat. They're his finest, but this soldier, when he spoke about the enemy, his voice trembled. He said, they came from the skies with wings like angels and lights that burned the sands to glass. We still have the line open, but we can't assume it'll be for long. Do we defend the factory or do we retreat? Defend. Ooh, what are these? Wowzers, this looks huge. Oh, far out. Why couldn't I change my squad? Oh god. I wonder if he can escape. Oh my god. He messed up. Our fight was in vain. The attackers have taken over the site. Oh gosh. It was no use. The enemy wiped out our ground troops and took over the factory. We never stood a chance. I can't get the image out of my head. If it's true what these people are capable of, then God help us. God help us all. Damn it. I am taken from. I bite. I am scratched back. Your bodies hold no claws, no collar, no meat. But I see now. Volga, brother, Volga. By the hungry dark, I am sired Karzen Zerg. By those like you, I am the ladybug. And have you seen anything so pretty? Listen now, brother. The ancient treasure I held now rests in the stomach of a storm. You saw. I know where another treasure sleeps, but a herd of beasts surround it. Let me take it and I will help you. We will lay down our arms. We will stand side by side. Say yes now and I will give back your stolen thing. I will give you another gift with it. This is our custom. Come, will you follow the ladybug? Yep. So, squad of 6. Alright. What's I did? They're all injured too. Oh, poison. Okay. So what's this? Critical wounds. Oh jeez. I need medic actions. I need a medic. You have to want to know what the treasure is. Why I want it. It is simple. Long ago, the old ones thought like any animal does. A dog and a bone, a turtle and her unhatched eggs, a bird and the bite of fish warming in its throat. If it is precious, hide it, bury it. But the old ones did not dig in the dirt or sand. They had their metal and crystal, they had their treasures. And what did they hide in it? What was their precious thing? The same precious thing for every animal who walks on 2 feet. Secrets. The hunt is done, the quarry is mine. Thank you for helping me, brother. Many secrets will now be born in my home. Many, many secrets, old and new. Well, what'd you give me? The researchers. What's this here? Construction engineering ready to access. I thought I did that. Where is... So, the ring. There we go. Engineering bay. Sweet. We see our home. Something is... Help, Captain. We now. We're broken. Something on this ship. We see our home. What is this? No. Aya isn't of one mind. She's betraying you. We're betraying you. We're sending intel to someone. We see our home. Hurry, search the Citadel. Stop us before they know everything. Investigate the cause of the AI corruption. The news is poor, Captain. Although we have located and disabled the source of the interference affecting Officer Sparks, the damage is done. A biotech virus has taken root. I was able to purge her cybernetic self of abnormalities, but her dominant human half remains compromised. Even now, she is involuntarily leaking information to the outside, far outside our borders. I have tried to minimize the leak by having her functions and mainframe access limited while the crew takes manual control where possible. However, the only way to stop the leak outright would be to shut her down completely, and she is too integral to the Citadel's systems. Secrets old and new. I trust I don't need to name the authors of this attack. We should have suspected that the drive core was a fake, but the terraform drive was an original component from the Ancients' interstellar gift. We knew too little of its inner workings, and with the enemy's expertise in biotechnology, Sparks' dual nature left her the most vulnerable to their attack. Her condition is stable for the time being, however, unless we reach the Volgari base where this malady was birthed, Officer Sparks will never recover. Ladybug will have won. Okay, brittle things. The factory has come alive. Our researchers and scavengers scoured the central control room in the upper levels. They tried everything they could fathom to reactivate the manufacturing process, however their efforts were futile. Nothing they did could restart the factory. They were convinced that it was dead. In mere hours after the unknown faction took control of the site, even at this distance we could detect a sudden influx of energy. Whatever knowledge of the ancient technology we lacked, they had in abundance. I wonder, Captain, could it be them? The other officers agree. We must make contact with the faction. I am sure you had the same thought, Captain. If these people are the very ancients who called us to the Storm Planet, we cannot lose this opportunity to open a dialogue with them. And yet, I feel something else. Moments before the factory's reactivation, I heard the signal again, coming from somewhere beneath its upper levels. Then the wave frequency distorted, coinciding with the power surges, before abruptly cutting out. In my human heart, there is fear that the signal has been lost forever. I cannot explain it. Is this sadness? No, this feels different. This feels darker. The faction's presence at the factory gives us the locations of which relay a message. The question remains, should we send a message of peace or a declaration of war? Let's go peace. I just want to get to... Is there a medic? How do I see a medic? Here. I'll wake you up. Revive or fly asleep. Now, where do I put you on a roster? Oh, got that. Revive. Sorry. You're inactive? How do I make you active? Yeah. I see. Oh, so you can get a perk, right? Any upgrade? Perks. Can I rest? Suitable org has not been researched. They're all bleeding. How do I fix them? Gosh darn. Serious wounds. Okay. That you would speak to us with respect shows you have a modicum of wisdom, yet your folly in addressing us as your equals that you would presume to offer us a truce shows the pathetic limits of your being. Vermin, I am king. You are the neighbours with whom you squabble are all the same. You are trespassers. Every settlement you claim with your filthy claws, every bite of knowledge you steal from the scraps that fall off the table, every footstep with which you scar this planet's glorious face is an obscenity. And we will not suffer it. We will take back what is ours and purge the world of this swirling filth that poisons it. Hear me. You are putrid, ignoble. You are nothing. The rapid desperation you call your civilization is merely a byproduct of the chaos that endangers the universe. We are order, and by our sword you will know an ugly death. Alright, well, I think that's enough of that, so let's go to the main menu. Oh no, I hope I saved it. Latest? 11? Yes, phew. Okay. My name is Chris from Roundtable Co-op. This is Tempest Citadel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next video.